Hi guys, MrRoflWaffles here. Easter eggs are all over the place in pop culture these days. For example, Marvel have their post-credits scenes, Disney have the original Trilogy throwbacks, and Call of Duty Zombies has several secrets we might never actually solve. Numero uno is the Apothecon servant upgrade process in Shadows of Evil. This one has had the community baffled for absolutely ages now, and we still seemingly aren't any closer to figuring it out. Here's some context. Back during World at War, when Zombies was just getting started, there were loads of glitches you could do to buy extra perks, get extra weapons, that sort of stuff. They've been steadily fixed over the years, but when Black Ops 3 launched, this didn't apply to the Shadows of Evil wonder weapon. For a short time, maybe a week or two, something like that, you could pack-a-punch the Apothicon servant, that's the name of the weapon by the way, using one of those old glitching techniques. The gun shot a different colored black hole after you'd upgraded it, it had more ammo, and overall it was freaking awesome. I loved that thing. Then, Treyarch decided to patch the game so you could no longer upgrade it in that way. In fact, people have speculated that they patched it so as to prevent any upgrade of the weapon at all. The community has hunted and hunted for months on end, trying to translate Apothecon clues, complete rituals in certain orders, spawn in cocoons, plague pods, and other weird stuff in the game code inaccessible in the map itself, all to no avail. The Apothecon servant upgrade process remains a mystery, and that's why it's number 1 on the list. Let me know in the comments down below if you think this might be one of the Easter eggs that we just can't solve in Black Ops 3 Zombies. I mentioned at the start of the vid that Jason Blundell had said that there were certain eggs in the game that we would never ever be able to finish, and maybe this is one of them. Here is that clip.
I'm fed up now, and you won't get this one. So going into Black Ops 3, I'm fed up now, and I'm going to really put one in that you guys can't break, and they'll be hidden in different arenas, and you won't get this one.
So, having watched that, what do you think? I want you to leave a comment right now in the comments section, and while you're down there, tell you what, let's aim for 601 likes on the video. That's an Easter egg we'll talk about another day. Shout out to you if you got the reference. The next one for our list is going to be Richtofon's blood vials. I've mentioned this little enigma a few times since launch, and we still have absolutely no idea what the hell the deal is with it. Back on Origins, Treyarch showcased the Origins Quartet, seemingly an iteration of Primus, for the first time. On Richtofon's person, we can see 2 blood vials containing samples from 2 of the playable characters imprisoned in Alcatraz on Mob of the Dead. How and when young Richtophon interacted with those characters is massively unclear. Why he did so is even more weird. And to this day, it remains, in my opinion, one of the most interesting secrets we are yet to understand. Richtophon has the vials with him on the Giant, but absolutely no mention is made of them by any of the characters. This will no doubt be explored much more in upcoming DLC, so keep an eye on my channel. Hopefully, we'll get some answers very soon. Number 3 is a real puzzler. Ever since release, people have hunted and searched super duper thoroughly for a main quest Easter egg on the Giant. Currently, we know how to get an extra perk on the map, how to unlock a secret specialist weapon, the Annihilator, but we're yet to find anything truly on the scale of Shadows of Evil or Der Eisendrache, or indeed the previous Easter eggs in the previous games. Several community members have posted videos claiming they found the first step to a much bigger Easter egg on the map, but every single time, without fail, it falls flat. Every time. Whether it's a lighting glitch, or something else entirely, something not working properly or not working as intended, we quite simply do not have any steps to this Easter egg. Personally, I kind of feel like there isn't anything huge on the map for us to find. Surely, if there was an egg of that kind of scale, then certain bits of steps for it would have appeared in the code and been data mined by now. Just surely, I mean, that seems logical to me, but a lot of people are convinced that there is definitely a main quest on that map, and so I thought it warranted inclusion in the vid. Are you a person that thinks that there's definitely something to find there? Or, on the other hand, are you a little skeptical like I am, and you think that maybe the Giant is just a bonus map with no other real secrets left for us to find? Let me know again in the comments down below. Funnily enough, the sentiment that there is absolutely nothing left to find on the Giant is demonstrably wrong. The reason for that is not because I think that there's a main quest, I'm not suddenly going back on my word that I said 30 seconds ago, but rather there are ciphers in the map that we are yet to decipher. This is going to be our number 4. Currently there are 3 ciphers in various places that we've found, but for the life of us, we cannot figure out what they say. On other maps, like Shadows of Evil for example, all of the ciphers were quite simple to solve because all we really needed to do was identify the cipher being used, plug in the ciphertext, and out would pop our solution. In the case of the 3 giant ciphers though, people have been speculating that, potentially, there's a double encipherment going on. More than one cipher method might have been applied to each piece of plaintext in order to encode it, and so we need to suss out what's going on and decode using multiple steps rather than just that one step that we've done for Shadows of Evil. I know some people get really put off when I dive into loads of depth about the ciphers, so I'll hold off on the nitty-gritty details of each of those 3 codes for now, but I might jump into them in a later video, so let me know if you'd like that to happen. Speaking of codes and ciphers, it's time for number 5. We've already decoded a huge number of secret messages in Der Eisendrache. There's new info about Dr. Peter McKay, which is crazy interesting, references to Mr. Rapt from Shadows of Evil, the introduction of the Japanese research group Division 9, and plenty more. I've actually posted numerous videos on those very topics, simply because, hot damn, they are super exciting if you're interested in the story. However, 2 messages on the map, just like those 3 I mentioned on the Giant, currently remain uncracked. One of them is in the top of the clock tower, lying on a desk. Visually, it looks quite similar to the cipher we've already decoded opposite the Juggernog machine, quite near the spawn. The other is a real sneaky one. It's in the quick revive room in the spawn, and it's stuck underneath a table. I, along with a few of my friends, have taken fairly brief looks at both of these, but as I said, we don't have the solutions just yet. That said, we could, and that's a bold could, be getting close, if the hunches I have right now are correct. That said, I could just as easily be on the wrong track. It's really hard to say. Just like with number 4, I'm hesitant to dive into too much depth about these bad boys, but fingers crossed my inclusion of them in this video might galvanize somebody in the community to get them cracked ASAP. And there we have it. 5 things in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies that we're yet to really fully understand. Some of them might never get solved, others could be solved today or tomorrow. Either way, I'll be bringing you the latest updates on them on my channel, so make sure you're subscribed.